So, I had a really nice chat with Sophie and Sharon about their reselling journey. Essentially, every Monday morning, 9:30, we have a chat. I put it out. There's tips and tricks, experiences that we've gone through, all that sort of stuff. Today, we talk about tactics to sell fast on eBay, how our sales have gone, and all that jazz. So, stick around, take a look, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, enjoy.
Oh,
Hello.
hello!
Oh,
You're
hello.
finally
It's
here.
always the way, right? You try and organise something, then the world has something against you, right?
How
I
you
moved,
doing?
yeah, good. I moved my laptop, you see, and I think I annoyed the router.
Oh dear. Oh
Yes,
Uh,
dear. Did you pull the plug out?
I don't know.
I
I
shouldn't
have
have
no
put this on
idea.
really.
Everything was
They're a bit.
plugged in, but such is life.
Mm-hmm.
How are you guys? You all right?
yeah,
Yeah,
we've been having a right old goss. We have
I know. We are.
waiting for you.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
all right? We've
I've
been
just
chatting
been
about.
just reselling stuff and the fact that I've only just got out of bed
You still
and
look like you're in bed.
I'm on my sofa. I was actually gonna like stay in bed and do this, but I thought, oh, I might fall back to sleep, which would be a bit embarrassing.
If you fall
I'm just
asleep
proper.
while we're talking, that means we're just really boring.
Yeah, if
I'm
I
just proper
suddenly like
jealous.
go like that,
Yeah.
then
Uh,
you'll
I'm,
know that I've just fallen back to sleep.
Okay.
I'm just proper jealous that she can actually lay in bed. I've
Well,
just
yeah.
been saying to Sophie, I'm up with larks. As soon as birds start tweeting, that's it. I'm wide awake. It's like bing.
At
Years
20
ago I could
Oh,
stay in bed while 11.
6 is the time I got up this morning.
Yeah, yeah. And what was that natural or was that alarm
No,
or was that child?
that was a child. Yes, that was a child. He can't just
see,
get out and play. He has to call you.
Yeah.
see,
Oh.
sleeping is like one of my favorite things to do,
Mm.
and I can just do it for like ever. I just, I
Don't
just
sleep
love it.
forever because that
Like
that means you're not here anymore.
I'm so happy, like when I'm asleep.
Well, make the most of it, Sophie, because I tell you
It's like
now,
a
when you get to
hobby.
my age, you cannot sleep in. Oh, mark my words.
Yeah.
It's like a hobby. I like, but I'm more of like a late night, late riser kind of person.
Mm.
Like, I like staying up like till stupid o'clock, and then also not getting up till whatever time either. And sometimes I do kind of like waste the day, and I think, oh, I really should have like got up, but I'm just yeah. And I think
Oh,
I'm just
the reselling life.
yeah. I think it's just like I don't know because I do a lot of late shifts at work as well. I always finish like late, sometimes like 11 o'clock at night or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm always on late shifts. So I'm just so used to just going to bed late, getting up late. Like that's just my life, really.
Yeah. Do you ever get out to source and stuff? You must do.
Oh yeah, of course I do. Yeah, like I went to the car boot yesterday.
Mm.
Like I did force myself to actually get out of bed yesterday, but I was also a bit late for that because I stayed up all night watching Eurovision.
It comes second last, don't we?
We did, yeah, which was a
I don't get
shame.
that.
No,
I
norm,
thought we're brilliant.
normal
I
services
thought we were
resumed.
good.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought like we were quite good. Like we had a good song, but I read like this BBC News article about it, and they were trying to like analyze as to why we didn't do as well as we thought we would.
Yeah.
And it was because the lyrics. They said the lyrics try crowd at other countries because they're quite kind of sarcastic and
Right.
complex kind of thing rather than
So
um
other countries would have seen it as black and white, and we would have seen it as like a
You didn't
bit
know
of a
what
piss
it
take.
were. Mm.
Yeah.
yeah. um and what was the other thing? um
Wasn't she like in rehearsals really flat for the week?
Apparently so, yeah. Although she wasn't, there was actually, I have to admit, there was a couple of points when I watched it. I thought, oh, she's a bit flat. But I can't sing a note in tune, so I sort of ignored it because I'm totally like fucking tone deaf. So I totally just ignored it because I thought I'm not even gonna worry about that. But yeah, she was a little bit flat a couple of times, and also I felt like it didn't really pop on the stage either. Like the staging didn't match the song.
Yeah, that's what they said online as well, didn't they?
Yeah, I felt like there was just something a bit kind of missing, like the staging didn't match the song. But throughout the whole of like the Eurovision, Graham Norton was going like, oh, you wait till May Muller, hang around to the end, and because the staging is amazing and that, and it wasn't. It really like wasn't.
I do.
Oh, and also a lot of the other artists, a lot of their songs, like their messages were about like peace and love and things like that.
Yeah.
Rather than ours was about getting back at like an ex-boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Sort of thing.
So it wasn't relevant.
Yeah.
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 Oh well, live and learn. We'll have to do better next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the icy Sweden. And you got to think about it as well, that it would have been the 50th anniversary of ABBA winning it. So that probably played into judges' heads as well.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It's not really something that I watch. So
I never used to. I was never interested in it. But as I've got older, I've just started to watch it really.
Yeah.
I'd like to watch it, but Steve, my other half, he's just not interested. Yeah, so it's pointless putting it on because he'll just sit there moaning all the way through. Yeah. I was just gutted that they didn't put 1% Club on other side.
I know.
It went on and I love it.
I generally get to about 10% and then it's like your mind has to kind of think of how they're going to formulate the question before they've even asked the question.
Yeah.
Because I almost got the 1% one the other week. Last week
really?
was the 12 months of the year.
Oh no, I didn't get that.
And
I was proper stuck on that.
And I said why, thinking July. And then and it was the wrong letter I put in.
Oh.
Anyway.
Never mind.
I'm not 1% brainy, to be fair.
I'd like to go though, just for laugh.
Yeah, exactly. Reason for these calls really, it's just to kind of share a bit of knowledge, share a bit of experience. The Zoom call will get put on in full on my channel. If you guys want the original video, I can send it over to you guys so you can do what you want with it. Essentially, I've tried to do that before. Send it over on email, but I think it's too big, so we'll have to do some sort of Dropbox or something like that.
Yeah.
SharePoint. But how were your sales at the weekend? How did you get on?
Oh, awful. We were talking about this before because I said like over the last 3 weeks or so, I've had like a massive drop in sales, like ridiculous. And I've even had some days, well, I've had no sale days, and I've also had like some days where I haven't even had an offer to send out. Like just totally like dead as a dodo.
Yeah.
So it's kind of gradually coming back up now, because last week I literally only made like £27 for the whole week.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And this week so far, because obviously I get paid from eBay Tuesday to Tuesday, I've done 52. So I think it's going to start gradually coming back up again now.
Okay.
But I was saying, I've had some weeks where I've made like £300 to £400 in a week, and now it's like nothing.
Are you constantly listing?
Yeah, like well, I put myself on a little bit of a sourcing ban for a while until I'd sold a lot of the stuff that I've got. But so at that point, I do sell similars every day. So if I've got nothing to like list, then I'll do sell similars, or I'll do like a mix of new listing and sell similars, or sometimes just all new listings.
Yeah.
But I emailed the eBay for Business thing on Facebook and sent
yeah.
them a message. And I was like, I've added loads of new photos onto like my old items. I've changed titles, I've put in more specifics, like I've done loads of things, but nothing is moving, and I just don't get it. I don't understand why.
So when you say sell similar, do you mean you're ending the old listing and selling similar again and then just changing the photos? Okay.
Yeah.
Because what I did, I mean, this comes into probably a bit of a question I got asked later, but Friday I had, was it Friday? Thursday I had no sales.
Yeah.
Comparing to like 108, 74, 81, that I had nothing on the Thursday. But on the Thursday, what I did was I went and looked through my active listings, sorted by start date, right? And then I changed 75 of them to auction, 99p start, because essentially they were listings that have been on since September 2021. So I just essentially want to try and get rid of the old stuff, right?
Yeah.
And ultimately clear that side down of all the games and crap that I've got and churn them into storage boxes full of clothes. So then I can expand the amounts on eBay. But what happened then was I was getting offers on those auction items.
Oh,
like
right, okay.
£3, and I was putting them on for 99p, £3 a pop. And I sold 120 quid on Friday, 91 on Saturday, and 101 on Sunday.
Nice. Okay.
So essentially, I had Saturday the 6th was 24, 74, 26, 38, 81, then nothing. So I don't know whether me changing them to auction has just basically gone, what's he doing to his account? Don't send emails out, or don't show his account out. And then all of a sudden, bang. So I don't know whether that's a tactic that you can use on your laptop.
Yeah, I might
to shift some older stuff. So now that's done that, I might do that sort of once every 2 weeks, just to shift 25 oldest stuff out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a good idea, that.
Yeah,
I might try that actually, like, because I've got a few bits and bobs what's just like sat there, and I'm thinking, well, shall I just take them off and take them to charity? But I might as well put them on auction on like 99p.
Yeah.
And then what you can do if they don't sell, just relist them at the price that you had before. Then they go on as a new listing.
Yeah. But when you do sell similar or a relist, do you have to change the photos? I've never done one, to be fair.
No, you don't have to, but it's they say it kind of, when they do sell similar and you don't change anything, I don't know whether the algorithm thinks that that's already been on and won't push it out to anybody. So if you change some of the wording, then the algorithm thinks, oh, this is something new, and then pushes it out to everybody else. I don't know whether that's true or not, but it seems that a lot of people do end it and sell similar.
Yeah.
And maybe the photos aren't great, so then they change the photos again, retake the pictures.
Yeah. The reason I'm asking that is because I saw about, on my story, that there's about 70% clothing.
Yeah.
And once I've taken the photos and done the listing, I'll fold them up nice and neat and I'll put them in a poly bag and put it like a thank you slip inside the bag. So if I were going to sell similar and relist it again as a new one, I have to go take them all out and hang them up.
Well, this is it. I mean, I don't put mine in any bags until I've sold them. Yeah.
Yeah. I just do it because I think it's easier. I mean, this morning, I've got seven items to post off this morning, and I just went up, took them out, chucked them in a mailer.
Yeah.
I think it'll I suppose people have different ways of working, and
that's essentially we're in a good topic here, because essentially that's one of the questions I'm going to ask as well. So we're going down the right route.
Good.
Yeah, I've got 26 to send out. But essentially, if you look at, can you see like boxes?
Yeah.
All the clothes are essentially folded up neatly until I need to find something. Then I just pull it all out. and then just put it back in again. But ultimately, I don't know if it would be worth me putting them in poly bags to start with, because it might be easier to find. But yeah, I spent like 45 minutes trying to dig out all of these items this morning.
Yeah,
because that's what you got to do, right?
I've got here, Denz. I'm just gonna move slightly, not too much.
Don't overexert yourself, Sophie.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm gonna have to move a little bit more. But here, I've got obviously, you know, like A, B, C. I don't know if you can see that there.
Yeah, I could see it. Yeah.
And D, E, F, G, H, like all that there. And so on all my listings, I've got the custom SKU there. So when it comes up, it obviously like tells me.
Yeah.
It'd be like A, B, C. So I just go in the box and then find it, which saves a lot of time.
Yeah,
But,
similar to what I do. So, and if you can, I think just there's a white sticker.
Yeah.
And that's got a number on it, basically.
Yeah.
I feel that because I've got more than 26 boxes, I'm going to get to Z and then start going A box, A B box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've just numbered them rather than.
Yeah. That makes sense. I think a relief at your book as well. What I started doing recently, Denz, is also put in as well as the box number.
Yeah.
The cost price.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a really good little tip, because sometimes you can't always remember. Like if an offer comes through, you think, oh, how much did I pay for that? You know.
Yeah.
And it does help.
The reason I put that in there is because I put in when I used to do the sales videos every week. I was like, yeah, I remember that, and then it was get to the point where I'd like 25 or whatever. Like, I can't quite remember how much I paid for that, but it was definitely less than what I sold it for. So I just put in a number that I think it was sold for. Whereas, do you know what? I've forgotten to do that now. So it's literally when it was on for a week, putting a price of what I paid for it, and then I've stopped doing it.
Oh, right. Okay.
But it's a good idea.
I find it really helpful.
Yeah, it's a good idea to keep track of what you're selling for, because a lot of the stuff it comes from mystery bags, you see. So I need to count up the items and then divide it by the amount I paid for it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try mystery bag one day.
I think they are good because I get them from Arthur Rank in Sawston, but ultimately it's a deal because I promote them on the YouTube channel. Essentially, I think if you walked in there and went, "Can I have one of those white bags, please?" I'd probably go, "No, you're not."
No. Do one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know because once you get into like a charity shop and they start recognizing you coming in, then you can start talking. And I mean, I've been in there for a year without getting a mystery bag. It's just they keep. You see.
Yeah, I go in the same charity shops all the time, and we're kind of like on first name terms now. Yeah, and I think I might be cheeky one day and say, oh, you know, can I have a mystery bag?
Do you ask if they got anything out the back that they haven't put out yet?
No, not yet. Yeah, not yet. I've not actually told them that I'm a reseller, but they're not daft, are they? You know, if somebody's going in, you know, 2 or 3 times a week, I'm spending, you know, about between 20 and 30 quid. They know, don't they? You know.
Well, especially when I go in.
Actually asked me, so I've not actually put it out there to say, oh yeah, I'm a reseller.
Especially when I go in, I'll pick up all these women's clothes.
Yeah.
There has been a few jokes me wearing on a Sunday. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh dear. Yeah, I get you. Oh.
There's absolutely like no way the charity shops around here would do anything like a mystery bag at all. And I have asked like once or twice if there's been nothing out the floor. I've just sort of said like, oh, I don't suppose like, you know, you've got anything out the back that you haven't put out yet. I'll just say I haven't really been able to find anything, so just wonder if you've got anything out the back. And they're like, no, we haven't sorted through it. No, we haven't sorted through it. Yeah, they're quite defensive about it. And I've asked like a couple of times. There's only one charity shop where the staff in there are actually quite they're quite good, quite kind of reasonable, quite friendly. They still won't let you out the back or anything like that. But they're just like, they're quite supportive of resellers. Like, I've had conversations with them in there, and they know that people resell. And then she was like, oh yeah, there's this other bloke who comes in and he resells and blah blah blah, and they've got quite a good attitude. They're like, well, if we can't sell it, you might as well have it, or you know,
but get at least something for it, right?
Yeah, and they're very good, but all the rest of them are just like not interested. But
because with Arthur Rank, I think they're quite local to Cambridge. I think they're quite a local charity that help with people that are going into hospice and all that sort of stuff. So essentially, I went in there and they let me round the back as well. So they essentially go, right, okay, we've had all this stuff back from a charity shop in, I don't know, Nottingham. We haven't gone through it yet. It's still got the prices from Nottingham on it. Do you want to go through it? So I go through that sort of stuff. And last week, I picked this coat out. So I said I'd probably start looking at autumn stuff, probably around about July time.
Yeah.
So they said, oh, okay, well, we've got this coat here. Land's End. All right.
Yeah.
Proper puffer coat. And she goes, it's literally just come in. Do you want it? So, well, how much are you going to sell it for? And she said, 15 quid. I was like, no, not having it. And then I started to walk away. And she goes, well, how much would you pay for that then? I was like, I don't know, about 7. She goes, okay, you can have it for 7. Because they know that will sit there because it's like over summer, right? That's going to sit for 3 months.
Yeah.
So I managed to get that for 7. And that's probably about a 30, 40 quid coat.
Nice.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I think very good.
Also, if you have a price in mind and be prepared to walk away from it, and then you'll find that people go, oh, okay, then you can have it for X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
Because they don't
What do you do with clothes, if you don't mind me asking? Do you like, from charity shops sometimes, depending on how long they've been, in the back or on the racks, they do smell a bit funky, don't they? They do. So do I personally, if they smell funky, I'll wash them and iron them. If they're new with tags, obviously, even if they smell funky, I've got an area in my spare bedroom. And I've got one of those spray Lenores. I think it's supposed to set the creases out, but it freshens it up. So I'll use that,
Yeah.
But the majority of time, I'm washing and ironing, before I put them in the bags.
I've got a wash pile down there that I've not touched for about 2 months because I can't be bothered. So if it does smell a bit funky, sometimes I go, oh, that's really nice. Then I go, oh, can I be bothered to wash it? And sometimes I'll just sneak it into the wash pile a little.
Yeah. I don't wash anything and I don't iron anything because I don't own an iron, and that's that really.
I don't iron either, although I've got an iron in the background. I don't iron anything either. I mean, they can do it themselves, right? I mean, what's an iron?
I know, but I always think I'd like to receive something, like open the bag, and smell fresh, and not smell funky. I'd be a little bit gutted if I'd ordered something, and even though it's pre-loved, and it's used, and I know it's used. I always think, how would I feel if I opened a bag and it smelled like, okay.
If I thought it smelled a little bit granny or something, then I would just Febreze it first and then lob it in.
Yeah.
But no, I don't, to be fair.
I've had a few questions asking me, are you a smoker's house? And I've
said,
What, after you sent it?
No, before they've bought it.
Oh.
So we don't smoke enough. We don't smoke at all. And even if we did, I wouldn't smoke in the office anyway. That's where all the stuff is.
I have it, but I don't smoke.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what was your best sale of the weekend or the week?
Oh,
Ooh.
so my one, it was Cheltenham Pride yesterday,
Hmm.
Mhm.
and I had a pair of Vans, which was like a Pride collaboration ones,
Oh yeah.
and I then sold it to someone in Gloucester, so they must have went to Pride and then started looking for some Pride stuff or whatever, and they went for £35.
Oh nice.
So
Brilliant.
yeah, I was quite chuffed with that, and they're only going to Gloucester.
This is around the corner.
Yeah,
Oh, brilliant.
Did you not?
Oh.
Were you not tempted to kind of hand deliver it?
I did. Yeah, I did think about it, but then obviously they'd already paid for like the label and everything, so I was like, oh, I'll just have to
Fuel
have to
costs.
do it. I mean, I work in Gloucester,
Yeah.
so like I'm in Gloucester like a lot of the time, but so I probably could have just gone somewhere before or after work, but yeah.
What was yours, Sharon?
Mine was a squishmallow. It was is it Ghost Spider? It is something to do with Marvel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, never even heard of it, but I saw it, and it was sat on a shelf in charity shop for 50p, and it's 11-inch plush, and honestly, it was spotless. I thought,
Yeah.
oh, I'll get that, and I
Not
sold
really a gamble,
that
is it? 50p.
for, I think it was 18 quid.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
No, sorry, I'm lying. It was 16.95. Yeah, 16.95. So I made after fees and what have you and postage. Made 10.75 profit.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Mine was there's joint winners. A Manta Ray Faithful and True blouse, women's blouse. That sold for 15 quid plus postage. And Ted Baker sleeveless dress sold for 15 as well plus postage. So
Ooh.
18.50 each.
Yeah.
What was your worst one?
Oh, hang on. Let me look at the
You weren't
spreadsheet.
expecting that one, was you?
No,
I wasn't. I actually don't think I've really particularly had like a worse one this week, because I've sold a Wilco like food mixer thing, but I was given that. So, and it was just sat here, so I took an offer of a tenner for it. I was like, fine.
Yeah.
And I also sold a shirt that I only paid £1 for, and I've had it near on like a year. And someone sent me an offer of 15 for it, so I just took that as well. And then I had the Pride Vans ones.
Yeah.
So I actually, this week's sales, they've been like, although I've only had 3, but they've all been like,
Double
all
digit.
right. Yeah, haven't particularly owed me anything either.
Yeah. Well, mine was a game of wine, adult pit drinking game, £1.95.
Oh, really? Yeah. Don't spend it all at once then.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
The postage
dear.
costs more than that. Anyway.
Go get yourself some penny sweets from the shop, Bab.
I know, exactly. You can only get 2 now, can't you? For a £1.95. 2 penny sweets. I remember those days.
Yeah, my worst one, but to be fair, I still made 171 profit on it. It was I've still got loads of kids' beach towels upstairs. I'm trying to sell them off quite cheap, offering free postage. Cost value on them is £3, and I sold it for £8.90, and then obviously I've got postage fees, so I made 171. Yeah, so that's my lowest profit.
Yeah. Well, you can get yourself some penny sweets as well.
Thank you. I might chuck in a bubbly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, what tactics do you use to sell your items quicker? So we talked about earlier that I changed mine to auction.
Which I think I'm going to give a little go at, actually.
Yeah.
See how I get on with that.
So I promote all my listings.
Yeah, I do too. And I do it, I don't cap it. I do it at, what they suggest.
Me
Even
too.
if it's like 10 or 11%.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I don't.
Don't you?
No, no.
You cap yours.
2.5 is my limit.
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, I'm tight.
Wow.
I'm tight. Yeah.
Well, when I was watching another reseller, you Carboot Chris, I was watching him, and he said, "Why would you only cap it when if you're prepared to send an offer out at 20% reduction? So
Yeah.
why would you not promote it at what eBay suggests or higher, double digit? Because you're prepared to take a 20% hit on an offer, but you're not prepared to pay eBay 10% promoted fees to sell it without an offer."
Yeah, but what if you sold everything on promoted listings? And
I do.
Yeah, I mean it's about 15% now, isn't it, with fees? And then if there's another 10% on top, that's a big chunk.
It is a big chunk.
Mm.
But ultimately, what do you want? Do you want to sit on it until you sell it, or do you want to sit on it for less time and sell it quicker?
Yeah,
It doesn't always go like some of my
doesn't always
items. They sell without the promoted fee.
yeah,
So I haven't had to pay, because you'll only pay that fee if it sells through a promoted listing. It won't be every
Correct.
time.
It's not everything.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
so I have had a few sales where it's sold like on its own sort of thing without it. But yeah, I mean, I the way I see it, it's an ad spend at the end of the day. And if you had any other business, you would have to get your business seen and your product seen or whatever, you would have to fork out so much on advertising, like whether that's through Facebook ads,
Newspaper.
or Google as well. Like you have to fork out far more in advertising costs.
And you only pay when you sell it as well.
Yeah.
I'm just downloading last week's sales, and essentially when I was doing the videos, what sold during the week, it was roughly about 20%, 50-50, I think, that were sold not on promoted listings. So let's have a look. I don't know if you guys download this report anymore, but
so I had it sent to me from eBay for business people when I was like, I literally don't know what else I can do, and they sent me it, but I couldn't get it to open. But they did say I should get top rated seller on the next evaluation.
Nice.
And they said hopefully that will make a difference, you know, over the next 2 to 3 weeks you should see a difference in your sales.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't get it to open when she sent it me, but I should look at it really.
This is what I download. Let's share this. You probably won't be able to see it on your phone, Sophie, but essentially,
I can see it.
Way, there you go. So this is the sold for column, and as you can see, not all of them sell via promoted listings. So if you've got what we got here, out of 38, I think it was 16 items were sold without promoted.
Yeah.
And 23, so slightly higher. It's probably about 2/3, isn't it?
Is this what eBay have sent you? You haven't done this yourself?
I've just downloaded it.
Oh,
do you know
I
how to
thought
do
you'd
that?
like done it yourself then. I was like, oh my god, Denz, you're such a nerd.
Oh, yeah, I put all of the addresses in. So no, I just download it from here. Look,
Oh,
you got your orders, all orders past week.
see, I should go on eBay more on my MacBook, so I literally just do everything off my phone. So, but I really should sit and just go on it more on my MacBook and use all this kind of stuff, because I don't.
What I was doing, changing them to auction. So you go to listings, and then you do customize your table. So I've got it start date ticked,
Yeah.
and then you can come on. Where is it? There it is. So yeah, I've got from 16th of January 21 now, and you can tick them all, and then actions, change to auction. It's really that easy.
All right. Okay.
And then it
I
brings
might do
cool.
this.
So
Yeah.
I can literally then, so if I did it on my MacBook, I could just tick all the ones I want to change to auction.
Yeah.
Do that, and then will
you-
it just
you
start
change-
it at 99p automatically?
You can. So here, these are the ones I've just ticked, right?
Yeah.
And then you tick all of that. Bulk edit. Starting price.
Yeah.
Change to 99. Apply. I'm not gonna go with it, but essentially, what
Yeah.
it does,
Oh, I'm gonna have
changes
to
all of
do that, I
them.
think.
Changes all of them to start 99p.
Yeah.
And then you can
Ooh.
offers. Obviously, because they're auctions.
Yeah.
Well, you do want to actually. You want them to have offers.
I'm going to say, didn't you say that you got some offers through?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It finished. Mm.
Yeah, allow offers, and then don't change that, and it'll change them all. So yeah, it's really handy if you want to bulk edit, and then you just submit all of them.
Oh, I'm going to have to go with that. I'm going to have a clear out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a go at that too.
Yeah, get on your MacBook. There you go.
Yeah.
eBay tactics.
Yay.
No. Stop the share. I like sharing my screen. Kind of helps, doesn't it?
I'm going to try and share it, and then I end up logging myself out and losing everybody.
Yeah.
I used to do it quite regularly when we used to have his team calls at work.
Yeah. Whenever you buy something, do you already have a target price in mind that you want to sell it for? Like, twice your money, 3 times your money, or £5 profit, £10 profit, something like that. How do you?
I always aim for kind of between 3 and 5 times.
Okay.
Yeah. And my average, because I do my spreadsheets weekly and monthly, and I keep a running total of the averages, average costs, average profit.
Oh, you're a nerd as well.
Sorry, I do like my spreadsheets. Yeah. But I can keep an eye.
I don't do that, Sophie.
In my way, in my way, but a way what I understand it at.
Yeah.
So I try and because I don't buy mega expensive things, not at this moment in time anyway. So I buy a lot of high street, clothing. In particular, it's mainly high street. So then, however, I did find right, and I didn't realise it was designer, because I'm not a designer person. I don't know one design thing from next, in all honesty. But I picked up a pair of trousers and they got tags on, from a charity shop just recently, and they were £4. And I thought, oh, they look really nice. I'd never even heard of this brand, and it was called Peruvian Collection. It was, yeah. And anyway, I got it. So I just thought, you know what? They're nice and floral, really nice pair of jeans, brand new. They've got tags on. They didn't smell funky. And anyway, so I took them home. A lot of time, but I buy blind.
Yeah.
I can't get onto my phone in charity shops. I think they've got a secret locker on your mobile. Yeah. Anyway, and so I got home and I thought, did some research, and their clothes are mega expensive. And I mean, for me anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I ended up selling them. They're sold straight away on global shipping program. I sold them for £50. Obviously, they'd also paid extra as well. And I thought, oh my God, that's the best sale I've ever had. So every time I go in charity shops now, I'm looking out for that label, and it's called Peruvian Collection.
Right,
and they're all like really nice floral jeans and jackets and things like that. It's proper nice. Anyway, I've digressed. What were questions? I do this a lot, by the way.
It was when you buy an item, do you have a sale price already in your head? Like you want to make 3-4 times your money, or
right, yeah. I work on
£5-10
averages.
profit.
I work on averages. Ideally, I would like 150% from the cost price. So if something costs me, I don't know, 10 quid to buy, I won't pay £10 to buy something, by the way. I'd want profit 15 quid.
Right. Okay.
At the end of it, so that's.
So are you making a fiver on that, or are you selling it for 25 to make £15 profit?
What?
You said
don't bamboozle me.
If you're buying it for a tenner and you sell it 150%,
sorry, yeah,
you're going to make a fiver.
No.
I know what you meant though.
Yeah, so yeah.
You want to make
50 to an accountant now, aren't I? So if you buy something for £10, forget your selling price, but on the end column on the profit, I'd want £15 profit.
Right.
Minimum.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
essentially, you're going to be selling it for about 3 or 4 times your sale price, your buy price.
I reckon so.
£15 profit, because you're going to be selling it for £25 then profit.
Yeah.
Don't let him put you down, Cheryl.
You're not putting it down.
I
don't pick something up in a shop and think, oh yeah, I can sell it for blah blah blah. I've had lines. That's what I do. As long as when I'm doing my listing, I know what I want at the end of it. Profit. That's how I work.
Yeah, sorry.
And to be fair, so far it's working. Yeah.
Good.
The average sale price on every week is roughly about 14 or 15 quid. Yeah. And when I look at the cost, column, when I've bought it, so the profit column at the end, as long as that figure is like 3 times more than that first column.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Or am I talking rubbish?
100% makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But if I get more for it, it's like, yay!
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear, you can tell I'm new at this, can't you?
You're doing all right.
I did all right actually. Last week before it was a bit quiet, but this week I've got to look at my spreadsheet again because I'm selling some of my own personal things as well, and I'm selling for friends as well. So I'm not making no profit out of them. So I don't include those figures. Yeah. Okay, so only on the business side of things. Last week, because I do a weekly running total, I did 21 sales.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. The total cost of those items, now get your calculator out then. Total cost for those items, was £62.88.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got 21 items.
Okay.
I sold them for £280.35.
Nice.
Then there's the postage cost, £59.45.
Yeah.
Then there's the fees and the ad fees, £39.35 for £4.17. So the profit is £114.50.
Nice.
That's from 62.88.
Okay.
So I think that's pretty good. And the average sale
doubled your money.
£13.35.
Doubled your money, didn't you?
Yeah. So I would chuck with that.
Can't argue with that, can you?
Yeah, I would chuck with that. I just need to get more listed. I think I've got about 180 items on eBay now. I've got a load to do this afternoon. What I bought from Carboots yesterday. They're going on this afternoon. That just reminds me, I'm going to have to shoot some because I've got dentist.
No, that's fine. We're going to wrap it up in a minute anyway.
Yeah.
I've just noticed that on my eBay app, right? I'm always roughly, so that's 1580. I'm always roughly 30% of my active listings sell in a quarter.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed that as well.
Yeah. I can't remember what mine is, but let me have a look, see if I can get it up.
So what you can do then, because that's pretty much stayed the same throughout the last year since I've been doing clothing, you can work backwards then, can't you? So you know your average selling price for that quarter is, I don't know, your total quarterly amount, right?
Yeah.
Divided by the 515 for me, and that is about £12.50, £13 an item. Then you can work back, well, how much do I need to make? And then you say, okay, well, if 30% are selling every quarter, then you can figure out I need 3,000 active listings to make 1,000 sold in a quarter. And then you can figure out, well, my average selling price is 13 quid. So 1,000 times 13 is 13 grand a quarter, right? So then you can kind of work back that way.
Right.
I've got at the minute, I've got 279 active and 109 sold.
40%.
40%. So that's not that bad, is it?
Good.
That one's mine. I don't know if you can see it.
No.
No.
344.
344 sold.
You got 182. So you're
active.
So you're basically at 200%.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Get listing.
Yes.
Get listing, people.
Oh dear.
Shall
we have a competition for next week if we're all going to be on? Sophia, are you working next Monday?
Oh, let me check.
Bank holiday. It's bank holiday.
Is it bank holiday next Monday again?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not.
I'm away.
Sorry. It's not.
No,
it's not. It's not. It's the 29th.
Oh,
I am working next Monday. I'm not doing the 29th, although I might work the 29th actually, if that's the bank holiday, to get a little bit of money.
I was going to suggest doing a listing challenge, but we can do it another time, can't we?
Yeah, or we can just do it over a like a certain period or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because
I
here I put down the amounts that I've listed in pounds.
Yeah.
So we could do. I could tag on how many I've listed because I've got the bit of paper there, so I can literally show you how many I've listed.
Oh, Denz, you're gonna have to go through that with me because I'm confused already.
So on the board, I've got the amount I've listed in pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on this sheet of paper, whenever I list, I put in. So that bottom one's a tenner. Oh. That's £7.
Sorry, that's my alarm to remind me I've got to go to the dentist.
Oh, bye, Cheryl.
Bye.
Oh.
I hope you don't have any teeth taken out or anything.
Well, to be fair, I think I'm going to have a back tooth out because part of my fillings come out, and I said last time, which were about 3 years ago, if it comes out again, I don't think we're going to be able to save it because it's quite hollow. Yeah. So, but it's a back one. So as long as it's not in my smile line, I don't care.
That's it. Yeah. Exactly. You should book them at 2:30.
Oh.
2:30.
Oh dear. What's going rate these days for tooth fairy anyway? Because if I've got to have one out, it's £200 pillow, and I best get a couple of quid at least.
Well,
put it under your pillow. I don't know if you'll get a quid because it won't be like a full tooth, will it? Because it'd be a bit.
Yeah, it's hollow. So
it's missing.
How much does a tooth fairy brings to your child then these days?
He hasn't had any out yet.
Oh right, fair enough.
But nothing.
You tight bugger.
Well, she should leave money under his pillow for nothing. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Cool.
Right.
Oh well, Cheryl.
You better go.
Right.
Lovely talking to you.
Nice talking to you as well, Sophie. All right, and take care of you.
Yeah. See you soon. See you next week. Bye. Yeah. So ultimately, I know how many I've done, how many I've listed because I can just count these. This is 1 day's listing. So
that's what 1 day's listing.
Yeah.
Which bit? This bit.
Yeah, that bit.
Oh, okay. So what have I got to do then for this challenge? What are we doing?
I don't know. I think was you saying how many what to list new items, was it? Total number of new listings?
Yeah, yeah. I haven't got work till 11:45 next week. So I could do a 9:30 thing.
What, on the 22nd?
Yeah, and I'll be sat upright because I'll be in my uniform.
Yeah, because I've got no new stock to list anyway, so that might be a good base point. So I need to
Yeah,
buy. I need to go sourcing really.
yeah,
Probably go tomorrow.
yeah.
Cool, good stuff.
Okay.
I've got no other questions. Did you want anything you wanted to ask?
No, although you know when we were waiting for you,
Yeah.
I did do like a little screen recording just because I didn't know whether you were gonna actually like come on.
Okay. No,
So
that's
yeah,
cool.
I can always send that you if you want. But yeah, no, nothing else.
Cool.
But
Good
lots of
stuff.
fun.
It was lots
Very
of fun,
good
wasn't it?
chat.
I
Yeah,
think
really good
hopefully we'll
chat.
get Jim and Richard next week as well.
Oh,
Because Jim's
cool.
off to the GP, I think. Yeah, so we've got a few people that are lined up that have said they're going to do it.
Yeah,
And I'll just send a message on Sunday nights saying you're going to join because it's the same link.
yeah, yeah,
Because I've set it up to every recurring meeting every week on Zoom. You see, so
yeah.
cool. Well, good stuff. Well, thanks for joining.
That's all right. No worries. And
Good
then
luck this week.
I'll see you next week, hopefully with better things to report.
Yeah, exactly. If you because I've on a Sunday night I basically go, what shall I ask? Because I'm trying to like make it different every week.
Yeah.
Essentially. But I suppose I could ask the same questions because different people might have different answers, right?
Yeah,
So
different people have different answers or different things to add or
yeah, exactly.
whatever.
Yeah.
And people's answers might change as well, depending on what week they've had or you
Yeah,
know whatever.
exactly.
So yeah,
Cool. Well, good stuff. I'll record a bit at the end after this to see if anyone else wants to join because the reason why I got this idea was off the channel Daily Refinement in the
yeah,
US.
yeah,
And he does a daily Zoom call, but he does a weekly recorded one. So
yeah.
he has like 20 people on his. Absolutely
I bet
nuts.
surely that's a little bit difficult to manage though, because you're gonna have so many people who want to say something, but then like
A lot of people on
can't.
there don't say anything.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's only a handful. Sometimes he has to kind of ask a specific person for their response.
Yeah,
Or if people want to join and they go, right, okay, how can I schedule my day? And then he'll go through it with them. And
yeah,
because I think that's half the battle, isn't it? Scheduling your day to fit in everything else around you that you can kind
yeah.
of then actually be a bit productive.
Are you in the daily refinement group?
No, I'm not. No,
No. I know James is, and James does like the UK one, doesn't he?
he was on that call, I think. I
Yeah,
remember seeing him on there
yeah. I know James is part of it,
because
and
he's going to move to clothing, isn't he? Something like that.
yeah, um, which I was a little bit surprised at actually.
Well, he's going to move to clothing.
Yeah, because on my Wednesday night live, he said
Mm.
he'd never do clothing.
So he must have had a change of.
Yeah, he's obviously changed his mind. Something's changed his mind,
And
which is
it's
fine. But
yeah,
I was just surprised for that reason
yeah,
because he said
exactly,
he'd
yeah,
never do it. And so yeah, something's obviously changed his mind. But
because they had
yeah,
they've got like a little thing where they say, right, okay, instead of picking up everything that you know is going to make money, why not
yeah,
focus on the high ticket ones and pick up instead of picking up 100,
yeah,
pick up 20 that are going to make you 20 quid profit on each one
yeah,
in one day. Yeah, it might take you longer, but ultimately you're going to make 240 quid out of that. Rather
yeah,
than picking up 100, wasting your time on the smaller items and stuff. which is
Yeah.
kind of the reason why I did that video about like looking at your average selling prices and the brands that go for that. I thought that would be quite helpful for me to look at what I sold over the past year and seeing what they sell for average price.
Yeah.
So those 5, was it Bowden, White Stuff, Manta Ray, all those kind of guys that I will be looking out for. And it'll just be the mystery bags that I don't get to look for.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Oh well, cool.
All right.
I'm gonna make myself some breakfast now, I think.
11 breakfast. I've got to pick up Jack in a minute.
Yeah, I think I might have some cheese on toast or something.
Nice.
And then I'll probably have to get in the shower, and then I'll probably be horizontal for a little bit longer. And then I'll do some listing and sorting and things.
Nice.
And then I'll probably sit and play Pokemon, which would include me being horizontal again.
I need to look. I'm going to look through my box of Pokemon cards and see if there's any in there that you want or need.
Oh yes, please. Any Pikachu's or Lapras? Yeah, that's my thing. Yeah, I went through this stage. So, like, in the lockdown of like 2020.
Yeah.
For some reason, I decided to start buying a load of Pokemon cards, and I think it was because like everything was it was stressful for everyone, but everything was so stressful for me because I was going into work and thinking I was like going to die every day.
Yeah.
At the time, and I think I just saw it and it was nostalgic, and there was nothing else open or anything, and I just started collecting them again. Like it just made me have a little bit of happiness at that time.
Yeah.
And
I wish I'd kept my collection from 1990s.
Yeah. So now I've literally got about 10 fucking tins just full of bulk, and I just thought it's just got to go. So yeah, I'm trying to just bundle them out into little, bundles.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I bought a load of these off a friend as well, Match Attax ones.
Oh yeah.
I got that's another Match Attax tin. Where is it? Yep. And I got a whole like box about that big full of these.
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering ones.
Oh nice, yeah. Isn't that what Post Malone plays? Magic the Gathering.
Probably.
He's like proper like into it.
I think so. I mean, I've made my money back on them because basically I split out all of the rares, the uncommons and the commons, and then did a bundle listing of for 10 quid you get 3 rares, 10 uncommons and 30 commons, and then they just pretty much went, and I managed to so I had, I think, was it 25 sets of rares based on 3, so 75 rares, and essentially I was able to have 10 uncommons and 30 commons that were never the same.
Yeah.
As well. So at 10 quid, and they've all gone basically. So that's 250 quid from that pot. And I've still got a whole box left. So what I might need to do is split them into groups of 4, because that's how they complete the set in the game.
Right.
And just sell them as 4 of each one.
Yeah.
And see what happens for like £1 or something like that.
Yeah. I picked up this One England sticker book.
Oh yeah.
It's like the first time like the women have been stickered as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got like both teams in there. So yeah, I picked that up. I'll complete it, and then any swaps I get, I think I'll probably just like hold on to for a bit, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it's like the first time they've been stickered, but nowhere seems to sell the packs, which is really annoying. So I've got to go on the Panini website and like get some.
There's this ones as well. These ones, your Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh yeah, I never liked Yu-Gi-Oh. My brother liked Yu-Gi-Oh like when we were kids, but it was too much for me.
Yeah.
Too much for my little brain. I didn't understand it.
No, I just like collecting the cards. I have no idea how to play the game.
No. Oh well, I'm definitely going now because
Cool.
I need the loo and I can't take you with me.
I wouldn't want to go with you either. So we'll end it there.
Yeah,
Right.
good idea.
See you next week.
All right, bye.
Okay. Bye. That was a really great call with Sophie and Sharron. Make sure you check this video out and the other videos for the Zoom calls that we've had before with George and Jim and Richard. If you'd like to join a Zoom call and you're a reseller, send me a message on Instagram and I'll send you the Zoom link and you can get on the call every Monday morning at 9:30. See you there and hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe.